Welcome to the Voices from the Vanguard lecture series. I'm Pat Thomas. I'm the Knight Chair in Health and Medical Journalism at the Grady College of Journalism and Mass Communications. Tonight marks the third year of this annual lecture series, which brings together people from all over the campus to focus on some of our planet's most important human problems. Tonight, we're going to talk about an amazingly powerful tool for slowing the spread of HIV and AIDS. The other lectures in this series are listed on the back of your program, and we hope you'll show up for those as well. Voices from the Vanguard is organized by Dan Colley, who's down here in the front row, who's a professor of microbiology and the director of the Center for Global and Emerging Tropical Diseases, and by me. And we are extremely grateful for the financial and programmatic support of Dan's Center and of the Grady College. And we are also grateful to the Grady College staff who make these things run as smoothly as they do. Although this is a very high-tech presentation tonight because we're talking about movie making, and there is a rule that Murphy always wins, and whatever can go wrong will. So that said, we're hoping that Murphy will lose tonight. We are very grateful to all of you for coming to be with us. And after the presentation, there'll be a little reception right next door at Youngstonian Hall, and you get a chance to meet Dr. Winskell and chat among yourselves. As an undergraduate at Oxford University, Dr. Winskell studied French and German. In her doctoral program at the University of London, she specialized in European cultural activist movements. Today, she's on the faculty at Emory University's Rollins School of Public Health. Over the past decade, she and her husband, filmmaker Daniel Enger, have engaged more than 100,000 African young people in the battle against AIDS. I asked one of Dr. Winskell's former MPH students from Emory, who is now a UGA doctoral candidate in public health, what she had learned from her mentor, Dr. Winskell. And Lynette Golding, who's sitting down here in the second row, said that she learned, and I'm quoting here, "It is possible to move mountains of apathy, hopelessness, and stigma by paying more attention to the voice, perspective, and central contributions of those most affected by and infected with HIV." Dr. Winskell taught Lynette to listen. And as Lynette put it, there may be a reason we have 2 ears but only one mouth. My mother was a 5th grade teacher in a small southern town for close to 25 years, and she always told me that if she saw a light bulb of understanding illuminate over one kid's head in the course of a school year, then that was a really great school year. Now, Kate Winskell's work, I think, has turned on enough light bulbs in more than 30 African countries to illuminate a night game at Sanford Stadium. So join me in welcoming her now.
Thank you very much, Pat, for that wonderful and very, very kind introduction. And thank you to Lynette, there you are, Lynette. Lynette and I have a mutual fan club going. Thank you so much for your kind words. I've got to admit to being a little bit humbled at the prospect of addressing you all in this very prestigious speaker series, and especially at the prospect of playing warm-up for one of my heroes, Jim Kim, who's going to be coming here next month. However, I do take great heart in the fact that I am in the remarkably privileged position of being able to share with you some true voices from the Vanguard. That is to say, the voices of young people and others affected by HIV in Africa who are doing everything in their power to contain the epidemic and to improve the lives of those who are most affected by the epidemic. The reason I'm able to do this is because this is exactly what Scenarios from Africa is about. It's about allowing those voices to be heard and facilitating that process of social change through allowing voices to be heard. As part of a recent evaluation of Scenarios from Africa, one of our colleagues in Burkina Faso interviewed people living with HIV who are key members of the Scenarios team there. One of the recommendations to emerge from that participatory evaluation was that Scenarios from Africa should seize on its international profile to attract greater attention, energies, and funding to the needs of people living with HIV and their support organizations. In short, it should place greater emphasis on its mission as a tool for advocacy, particularly on the subject of increasing access to antiretrovirals, including second and third line therapies. So many thanks then to Pat and to Dan for giving me this wonderful opportunity to speak on behalf of this extensive team of colleagues, to advocate on their behalf and to allow their voices to be heard. Thanks too to Anitra Mapp, the lady behind the curtain who's going to make magic happen, for helping to make it all happen. I'm very honored to be the guest of Grady College today. As a way of telling you more about Scenarios from Africa and its history, I'd like to share with you a story and a 2-minute film. The story is about a young woman. This young woman. Olga Kizwansida Wedraugo. One night when Olga was leaving the office building in Ouagadougou, the capital of Burkina Faso, where she was working as a summer intern, she heard the security guards who were stationed at the entrance to the compound laughing uproariously. As she approached their guard post, she saw they were watching a tiny television set perched precariously on a shelf. The Dow guards were not known for their sense of humor, and Olga's curiosity was piqued, so she stopped in the shadows to observe. What she saw astounded her, and this is what it was.
Hey, what's the matter?
No.
But you said it would be okay.
No.
Kadich.
Have you got the things?
What things?
You promised to get condoms.
I forgot.
Hurry and get them.
Damn it. Hello, Uncle.
All right, Adama.
Couldn't be better.
Hello there, what's your pleasure?
A packet of biscuits.
A packet of biscuits.
Damn it. I'd like another packet of biscuits, please. All right. I'd better have another one, okay? Could I have another packet?
Where's he got to?
Okay. I'd like a packet of 3 condoms, please.
Give me a couple of those for my 4th wife, please.
Why am I being so stupid? Please, could I have a full box of condoms, eh? I did it! Caddy, where are you going? Eh? Ah, look! Look, I've got them!
It's too late!
Tomorrow, eh? And I'm prepared now.
Those of you who read the opening credits attentively will understand that Olga was astounded because the guards, the Dower guards, were watching her film. The film started life as an idea that she had thought up for a script writing contest in her final year at school. In fact, it was a pretext not to revise for her final year exams. Olga says that hearing the laughter of the security guards was the greatest